Okay. Diatribe. It
Mm-hmm.
means criticism.
Yes. Bitter, harsh,
Or
acrimonious criticism.
angry and
Mm-hmm.
angry speech.
Yes, sure. And okay, next word.
Inhibition
Mm-hmm.
means feeling of shyness.
Yes, restraint, feeling of shyness, embarrassment. Mm-hmm. And the verb is
Inhibit.
inhibit. Mm-hmm. Okay, very good. So next.
Fortuitous. It was
Mm-hmm.
happening by chance.
Yes, usually in a positive way. You know, it's not
Yeah.
misfortune. It is actually fortunate usually.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So next.
Similar to Persian.
Pardon?
Similar to Persian, I said.
Yes.
In Persian, we say shansi, for example.
Yes. Yeah. By chance. But for example, if something is haphazard or accidental, usually it may uh, be interpreted in a negative way. But when we are talking about fortuitous, it means usually it is welcome.
Yes.
Okay. Next.
Okay. Incoherent.
No.
Uh,
Incoherent.
incoherent. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Means
And it
And
means expressing yourself very unclearly.
yes, being disorganized, disjointed, and unclear. Yes. Sazan, did you
Right.
have a question?
yes, when it comes to the pronunciation of incoherent in British, I think the position of the stress would be changed.
Really? Oh,
Ilk
think. Mm-hmm.
means kind.
Yes, type and
Kind.
kind. And remember that you cannot say usually, it is used in a special format. We say of this ilk, of that ilk. You cannot say, did you like that ilk by itself? It doesn't make sense. You see?
Yes.
So do not overuse that.
Mhm.
Okay. So it's all about a new story off Broadway. So Sasan.
Yes. Uh, when Zilch told his boss, Mr. Floyd, that he was quitting as an accountant to become an actor, the man was convulsed with laughter.
Mm-hmm. When you are convulsed with laughter, it means.
It means that you burst to laugh, maybe because you are
Mm-hmm.
angry,
Mm-hmm. You burst into
maybe you're
laughter. You
nervous.
are
Yeah.
shaking actually, or
Yeah.
uh, you are in stitches. When you are in stitches, it means that actually you laugh very loudly. Okay,
Prestigious, you said?
stitches, Stitches. It's an idiom. Burst into laughter. Okay.
Yes, thank you.
Mm-hmm. That he was quitting as an accountant to become an actor. The man was convulsed with laughter. The man refers to,
And the boss.
yes, Mr. Foy. Mm-hmm. That's right. Okay, Arash, next sentence.
Okay. After Mr. Foy realized that Mond was obsessed with the idea, he became quite serious, launching into a diatribe on the importance of responsibility in the younger generation.
Okay,
Generation.
three mispronunciations. Okay, who
Oh
detected?
my God.
quite serious. Did you say quite?
No, that is true.
It's about obsessed.
Yes, obsessed. Yes, is one of them, and idea is the other one,
Idea, right?
and another one was responsibility. He said something else. You place the stress as another
Okay.
on another syllable.
Yeah, you are right.
Realized instead of realized.
Detected.
Noticed, detected also.
Notice.
Yeah.
mm, was obsessed with means.
For example, if something or someone obsess you, you think
Obsesses
or
you.
worried about them, and you cannot think about anything else.
So you are
Preoccupied. Preoccupied.
preoccupied, you are haunted. hmm
Right.
Okay. And you are overwhelmed by that. He
hmm
became quite serious, launching into a diatribe. Launch means?
Here, I think start or
hmm
commence.
Yes. Start or
Uh,
commence on the importance of responsibility in the younger generation. Yeah,
And can I ask a question?
sure.
If we want to change launching into to commence, we should say commencing a diatribe.
Let me see. Commencing into, it's not that diatribe and commence do not collocate with each other. So, in
Got
terms
it.
of collocation, you cannot just place any
Mhm.
synonym for commence or launch here. Yeah,
You're right. Thank you.
does not seem to be normal. Yes. Okay. You're welcome. Uh, okay. So, Fatima, please continue.
Mont confessed that he had been developing ulcers as an accountant, and then his psychiatrist suggested that the sickness was as a result of inhibitions. Mont agreed.
Okay. Corrections.
Accountant.
Accountants. Okay. Anything else?
Psychiatrist.
Psychiatrist. Yes. Psychiatrist. Okay. Let me see. Here, ulcer refers to what?
Here it means that the problem that that person have with his job.
Yes, it is figuratively used, not literally.
Yeah, yes.
hmm so a kind of plague or a big problem, a large problem, major problem that is the byproduct, or let's say that causes a lot of further problems. So he was not content with his job, and that's why actually he got sick. Confess. When you confess something, it means
It means stating our faults or problems.
admit. Yeah.
Yeah, admit.
Or you can say make a confession that he had been developing ulcers as an accountant, and when his psychiatrist suggested that the sickness was a result of inhibitions, agreed. Okay, Sasan.
Now a fortuitous opportunity to get into show business required Monted to make an immediate decision.
Okay, correction.
Business.
Yes, business, not busyness.
Yes,
No. Okay.
business, yeah.
Yeah, it's actually so weakly pronounced, not busyness. Mhm. All right, and why was it a fortuitous opportunity for Mont?
It was fortuitous because she had developed ulcers.
She or he?
Why?
He.
He, okay.
Mm-hmm.
He, yes, yes. He had developed
Just the
ulcers
sexist.
by
Mm-hmm.
chance, without any plan or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because actually he did not like his job, and it was a good opportunity for him to make some changes. And even
Yeah.
actually he had developed some diseases or problems, psychological diseases, some obsession, some complexes. You know, complex means uqde, and it was killing him from inside. And it was the right time. He considered some changes. Okay, so to make an immediate decision. Okay. Arash?
Okay. Mr. Foy stormed out of the office, muttering incoherently about hippies, beatniks, and others of that ilk.
Mm-hmm. It's not Mister completely, it's Mister.
Yeah,
Yes. It's not
yeah,
complete A, it's a short
yeah,
E.
short.
Mm-hmm. Stormed out of the office, just headed towards the exit, and mutter.
Yeah.
When you mutter means
You speak slowly.
mm-hmm, in a low volume,
Yeah.
and mumble, even you can say.
Mm-hmm.
And again, actually, you mispronounce incoherent.
Incoherent.
Yes, you said
What did I
something else.
say?
I don't know what is. I think you said incoherent or something, but you placed the
Incoherent. Okay.
yes the stress on another syllable. Um, about hippies and beatniks. These are some radical groups or bands or gangs, particularly about half of a century ago. Fatima, number one.
Yes. When a large expenditure is imminent, my father goes into a long diatribe on the need for economy.
Mm-hmm. Corrections.
Imminent. Imminent.
Imminent. Yes. And diatribe, and then yes, yeah. When it comes to spending money, he just disappears. And, yeah, evades the responsibilities. Uh, yeah. Okay. Expenditure means spending, and okay. Next.
It is often fruitless to argue with racists, bigots, and others of that ilk.
Yes, pay attention to the use of ilk, of that, of this ilk.
Right.
Okay. Fruitless.
And unsuccessful.
Mm-hmm.
Unsuccessful. Successful.
Yeah, abortive. You can say in vain.
Uh-huh.
Or
Useless.
can we say
Mhm.
yeah, can we say failing to achieve something that we try to get?
Wow, that is a whole explanation. We are just exchanging synonyms. Yes.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
yeah, why not? What you said just said is an explanation. Okay.
Okay.
Uh, yeah, I agree with that. You know, we're a racist, a bigots. You cannot argue with them because it's completely abortive. It's a waste of time. And if you just want to,
Yeah.
I just want to change his mind. Forget about that ideology.
Is it my turn?
I think it
Yeah.
is Fatima's. I don't know.
Okay, I don't know.
No. Yeah, I read it.
Fatima
I
just
think
read
it's
it.
Fatima is
Arashta.
tired. Fatima is tired
No,
actually.
no. Yeah. Since the patient's speech was garbled and incoherent, we could only
Incoherent.
incoherent, we could only conjecture as to his message.
Hmm. Okay, now you can get back to your business. Um, since the patient's speech was garbled, means
When confused,
mhm,
confusing, yeah.
confusing and unclear, and incoherent means disorganized. We could only conjecture means.
Means to guess.
Hmm.
Guess.
Yes,
Yeah.
guess as his message. Okay.
But I think it
Mhm.
was Arashta.
Really?
Okay,
After
do you want
Sultan, yeah, after
do you want to
Sultan,
read
yeah.
one more time?
It was a test of actually
Yeah.
attention. Anyway,
Yeah.
all right. So now, Arash, it's your turn.
Okay. The
Mhm.
meeting was a fortuitous one, but the jealous husband construed it as prearranged and clandestine.
Corrections.
The meeting was fortuitous.
Fortuitous.
Fortuitous?
Yes.
Fortuitous.
Second syllable.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And
And also
construe means.
construed,
Mm-hmm.
not construed.
Okay, it means to
Okay, that's right.
understand a remark or action in
Mm-hmm.
a particular way.
Yes. And clandestine is American and clandestine is British. It means
British, yeah. Planned or done in secret.
yes, secretly. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Fortuitous one, but the jealous husband construed it as prearranged and clandestine. Yes, jealousy. I think we need to consider a session on that. Jealousy. Okay. And Sasan, please finish this part.
Yeah. After 2 drinks, the usually phlegmatic dentist lost all his inhibition.
Mm-hmm. Phlegmatic means
Calm.
yes, too calm and unexcitable. Dentist lost all of his inhibitions or embarrassments. Reticence. Do you know reticence?
No.
Who knows reticence? Reticence means actually the ability of speaking less frequently or not frequently enough. A person who is reticent as an adjective is a person who is not voluble, which means actually also we have taciturn. It means not gullible, not talkative, reserved and shy. See?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm. Okay. Definitions: diatribe means bitter criticism, inhibitions means restraint, fortuitous, accidental, incoherent, disjointed, ilk, kind or sort. And Arash, the idiom part.
Okay. To wear one's heart on one's sleeve, to make one's feelings evident.
Where?
Wear.
Hmm.
Yeah.
To where? Okay.
Okay. People who wear their hearts on their sleeves frequently suffer emotional upsets.
Hmm. Very good. When it is a noun, it is upset. When it is a verb, it is
Um,
upset.
upset.
Second
Upset.
syllable.
Yeah.
Yes. The stress changes.
When
Okay.
it's an, could you repeat as a verb or a
Yes.
noun? Yeah.
Yes. As a verb, it is upset. As a
As a noun, it
noun,
is upset.
opposite.